Shocking news has once again emerged from the Chinese entertainment world, immediately capturing public attention. After reportedly undergoing hospital treatment a few days ago, Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi were finally seen making their public appearance again. The moment occurred at the airport, when the two were photographed preparing to fly to their next destination. Instead of feeling complete relief, their appearance left fans filled with mixed emotions of joy, emotion, and worry. Since news of Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi's hospitalization broke, social media has been filled with prayers and messages of support. Many fans were anxious, especially since the two are known for being active figures who rarely show their vulnerable sides in public. When news of their discharge from the hospital finally spread, hope arose that their condition had improved. However, their appearance at the airport raised new concerns. Lu Yuning was seen wearing simple clothes with a hat and a mask covering part of her face. Although she tried to appear casual, her eyes looked tired. Her movements also appeared slower than usual, as if she were still recovering. Some fans at the airport noticed her lowering her head several times, avoiding the camera's focus, and occasionally taking deep breaths. Meanwhile, Zhao Lusi also appeared simple in casual attire with warm tones. Her hair was left loose, and her face appeared pale, though she still managed to smile when she recognized the fans. To many, the smile seemed reassuring, not a smile that truly reflected her physical condition. Zhao Lusi's seemingly more cautious gait immediately drew attention. Fans who witnessed the moment expressed both emotion and concern. On the one hand, they were happy to see their idol back in action. On the other hand, her physical condition, which had not yet fully recovered, led many to question whether this return and trip were too forced. Comments on social media were filled with messages such as "Please rest longer and health is much more important." These concerns were not without basis. Both Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi are known for their busy work schedules. Filming, photo shoots, promotional events, and music activities all demand significant energy and stamina. When news of their hospitalization emerged, many fans hoped management would allow them sufficient rest. However, their appearance at the airport seemed to signal that the wheels of work were turning quickly again. Despite this, Lu Yuning's demeanor at the airport displayed a mature and responsible side. She was seen bowing politely to fans several times, as if expressing her gratitude without having to say much. This small gesture touched many. For longtime fans, this gesture reflected Lu Yuning's humble and empathetic personality. Zhao Lusi displayed a similar attitude. Despite appearing tired, she still waved at fans and nodded gently. Some fans said they almost cried at the moment. For them, Zhao Lusi was not only a popular actress, but also a close, warm, and human figure. Seeing her try to smile despite not having fully recovered further heightened fans' emotions. Entertainment media quickly reported this moment as a worried return. Photos of Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi at the airport circulated widely, accompanied by various speculations. Some speculated that the two had to return to work immediately due to unscheduled schedules. Others speculated that their appearance was simply a short trip before returning to rest. Amid the speculation, some fans chose to focus on the positive. They believed that if Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi dared to show up at the airport, it meant their condition had improved significantly. This belief served as a form of comfort, though it was also accompanied by prayers that the two would not overexert themselves. Supportive posts continued to pour in, demonstrating the depth of their fans' love for them. The emotional connection between artists and fans is truly strong in moments like these. When an idol falls ill, fans share their worries. When their idol reappears, fans are both relieved and worried that their condition hasn't fully recovered. This moment at the airport is a clear example of how Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi's every move is always closely watched. Interestingly, there was no overly direct interaction between Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi at the airport. The two walked at a reasonable distance, accompanied by their respective staff. However, their presence in the same location still sparked various interpretations among fans. Some saw this togetherness as a sign of mutual support during recovery, while others chose not to speculate further. What was clear was that both of them radiated a tired yet resilient aura. They seemed to want to demonstrate that even though their bodies hadn't fully recovered, they still carried out their professional responsibilities. This attitude drew both praise and criticism. Praise came from those who admired their dedication, while criticism came from fans who worried that long-term health would be neglected. This incident also rekindled discussions about the pressures in the entertainment industry. Many fans wrote lengthy comments about the importance of artists' mental and physical health. They hoped that management and the production team would be more prudent in managing their schedules, especially after their recovery from the hospital. Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi were seen as vivid examples of the demanding nature of this industry. Meanwhile, the fan presence at the airport remained orderly. There was no pushing or excessive shouting. Most fans kept their distance and simply captured the moment from afar. This demonstrated the maturity of the fandom, which is beginning to realize that sometimes the best support is giving space and peace. After passing through the airport, Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi finally disappeared from public view. That brief moment left many emotions difficult to express. There was relief that they were back, there was worry because their condition seemed less than optimal, and there was high hope that the two would be given time to fully recover. To date, there has been no official statement detailing their travel itinerary. This uncertainty only further fueled fans' hope that whatever their destination, their health remains their top priority. Many prayed that the trip would go smoothly and not be too draining. Ultimately, the shocking news of Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi's appearance at the airport after returning from the hospital serves as a reminder that behind the spotlight and the spotlight of fame, they are still human. They get tired, sick, and need time to recover. Fans' concern isn't an overreaction, but rather a reflection of genuine love. Fans can now only wait for further news while continuing to send their prayers and support. Their hope is simple yet profound, that Lu Yuning and Zhao Lusi are truly healthy, don't overexert themselves, and can return to their best work. Because for true fans, seeing their idols healthy and happy is far more important than watching them perform non-stop.